The Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Ababakar Tambedu, has defended the decision of his ministry to set free 3 members of former President Yahya Jammeh's Jungulers. 2 weeks ago, a leaked letter from the Minister of Justice, signed by Solicitor General Chatno Marena, urged the Gambian forces to release Malik Jata, Umar Jallo, and Amadou Baji, who all confessed before the TRC, taking part in multiple killings in a brutal manner of innocent people. They have been in custody without trial for over 2.5 years. In a press conference held on this subject, the Minister of Justice said the release of the men is in line with the goal to establish the truth about every death, torture, and disappearances.
We cannot treat one group of confessed perpetrators any different from another group. All those who assist the TRRC to establish the truth shall and should be treated the same way. Neither can we charge anyone, including the 3 men, with any crimes at this moment, because the TRRC has been mandated to identify for prosecution only those who bear the greatest responsibility for the human rights violations and abuses. There are other people out there who may bear the greatest responsibility for these human rights violations and abuses. And the decision about who to prosecute will depend on the recommendations of the TRRC based on the totality of all the facts and evidence adduced before it.
In his assessment, the commitment of these junglers to assess the country when there are a lot who have refused to speak the truth is worth marking out.
Let us just pause for a moment and think about this. Without the revelations by these 3 men, we probably would never have established the facts about which they testified on a first-hand account basis. We would have continued to rely on second-hand or even third-hand accounts. These 3 men have so far provided us with the most chilling details about several incidents under former President Jammeh. They were encouraged to assist this country, particularly the victims' families, find answers that have eluded all of us for many years, and they voluntarily did so. There are others still in detention who are refusing to assist us establish the truth. And it will be unwise to treat those who have assisted us the same way.
Asked about the security of the junglers upon release, Honorable Tambedu said it will be unwise for anyone to take the laws into their own hands. He emphasized that anyone who does so will bear the consequences.
It is a legitimate concern, certainly, in view of emotions in the country. But this is what I have to say. The Gambia is a country of laws. We have established a process, a fact-finding process, and we have to await the recommendations of that process. It will be unwise for anyone to attempt to take the law in their own hands. And if they do, they will bear the consequences of those actions. This cannot be a lawless country. We cannot live in a chaotic society. We are living in a free and democratic society, but that should not be equated with lawlessness. And so that is all I will say. Again, I will urge everyone to exercise restraint. I understand the emotions and the feelings that are running high, but without the cooperation of these 3, again, as I said, we would not have been in a position to establish the facts that they have shared with us. They are assisting us. And so I want everyone to bear that in mind and to exercise restraint.
The testimonies of these members of the most trusted hitmen of Jammeh for the past 22 years was force of high-profile revelations of the former government's hands in the killings of veteran journalist Daida Hydra, the 44 Ghanaians and 2 Gambian-born U.S. citizens. The APRC government had denied responsibility for all this brutality.